The Buzz now at 9. There was a presidential debate last night. Did you watch? Judging by the overnight ratings, we're guessing most of you did not. 1 in 5 televisions right here in the Valley tuned into this instead, the ABC 15. They tuned into us to watch the Cardinals' first preseason game. The numbers for the debate not even close to that. The question we have for you now at 9, when do you start paying attention to the race for the White House? Is it way too early to even start talking politics, or are you following? Even if you don't watch every debate, are you still following? Are you reading all of the information that's being, shoveled your way day after day? Let us know.
And we want to point out that we are having a problem getting up some of these topics on our Facebook site. So as we are talking about it right now, if you can get on and leave a quick message, we can get it right on the air. That's how quick this Now at 9 situation works.
And there's a lot of political experts out there who are very critical of this whole straw poll because it is so far out. And I will say, if you remember back in 2007, Mitt Romney won by a long margin in this straw poll. He had 31%, Huckabee had 18%, very far behind him. John McCain didn't even really take part in it for the most part. He had 0.7%, and he went on to win the Republican nomination. So obviously there's evidence to back some of those who say this doesn't really matter, but it's the first really opportunity we get.
And next week is when those straw poll numbers will start coming out. And of course the debate that we just talked about yesterday, that's kind of the first gauge, I guess, of where people stand. But that doesn't, like you said, have any play on whether they will actually get into the White House or even get the bid for that matter.
Yeah, let me read a few comments off Twitter. Ryan writes in and says he actually did watch the GOP debate over the Cards game. He says the debate was interesting. Preseason games don't do anything for him, but September 11th he's in when the season starts.
Well, Ellie Rakoff chimes in saying, I used to live in Minnesota. I had thought I had escaped Pawlenty and Bachman, so she's obviously not for them.
Julio Beltran just seconds ago on Facebook saying, I gave up on listening to them. They all talk a good game and very rarely deliver.
Richard Mejia says, I wait until I see who the final candidates are before he really gets interested in the whole campaign.
Well, and there's so many. I mean, there was 8 candidates last night, and we've got the governor of Texas who's going to throw his hat into the ring, and then we've got Sarah Palin who appears to be running but isn't running. I don't quite understand what's going on there, but she was in Iowa yesterday, which is so bizarre.
She's keeping you hanging on her
she
every
really
word.
Is. No announcement from her yet.
Yeah, Kenneth Shaline says, obviously experience tells us that it's never too early. Trouble is, people tend not to care until the deal is done. So that's a good point. A lot of people saying it's too early, but Kenneth is saying, start caring now while it still matters.
And I think a lot of people are still so busy talking about the Wall Street and the economy that, they're like, I don't even want to start dealing with the presidential race
it's
right
just
now.
Not on their
Let's
radar.
just get through, me paying bills this month.